You're listening to KCYP 97.7 The City. This is Scarlet Rose, and you're now listening to RGV Rocks. This is KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City. This is Scarlet Rose, along with my co-host,
Rockin' Rudy.
And welcome to RGV Rocks KCYP 97.7 FMLP The City. It's a nonprofit organization that promotes local artists such as myself and is the home of indie music. We are now accepting donations through our website, www.thecity977.com, and as well as sponsorships to keep this radio station thriving. For more information on paying donations, sponsorships, or business advertisement, feel free to contact Joe Martinez at 956-789-0702 or by email at martinezjoe@hotmail.com. I'll also be leaving the donation links in the description below for anyone who wants to donate to the city. And I don't mean the city of McAllen, I mean like the city as in the station. So if you want to donate to that, feel free to look in the links below if you guys are listening on the radio. Just be sure to go to our regular website, which is www.thecity977.com for that donation link. And for the people that don't know who we are, what we do, RGV Rocks is a radio show and now an online podcast dedicated to local talent events and other wonderful people in the RGV, such as you and I. Rudy, do you want to give a very special welcome to our very special guest for today?
But I do, of course. I thank you very much for that. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're not seeing things. This is the one and only DJ Art. Mr. Art. Woo! He's already set up. If you want him to play music for you, he'll do it. He's got his own production company as well. He does a lot of great events, quinceañeras, bodas, all that good stuff. DJ Art, tell us about yourself. Let us know how you got started and what got you going.
Well, I've been DJing for a little bit over 15 years now. And I went full-time DJ about 5 years ago where, I used to sell insurance and I stopped selling insurance and went full-time DJ. The way I started was my sisters had opened up 2 party halls in Brownsville, and there was always people asking for DJs. So they're like, hey, you're going to be a DJ. And I kind of got pushed into me by the family. And
It always happens that way, bro. All you gotta do is say, hey, I know how to play music, and bam, guess what, brother? You're the DJ.
Now I look back at it, I never thought I would have been full-time and doing it, as a living now, which is really cool. It's awesome.
Wonderful. And you all get and like you said, your sisters open up 2 dance halls, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they got you busy running back and forth and everything, huh?
Yeah, and that's really where my background came from the mobile. So then once I decided to, start my own stuff, I already had kind of like an idea of what was, in my mentality, the correct way to do it. And it's working out, so it's pretty awesome.
Wow. So for the 15 years you've been doing the DJing, and for the past 5 years you went full-time DJ, no insurance selling, nothing like that, right?
That's correct. So the company I have right now is called Premium Events. And so we do quinceañeras and weddings. Right now, there's a lot of things that are trending, like the giant letters, the indoor sparks, the cloud, the dancing on a cloud, the LED robot, the stilt walkers, the CO2 gun, the confetti cannon, all that stuff I have. And so I'll package it in a deal for the customer. We also have photo booth service and photo and video service as well. So it's kind of like a one-stop shop. And then throughout the week, I do the bars. I do Wednesdays and Fridays at the bar in Brownsville, Texas. And that's really where I have a lot of fun.
At the bar. It's called the bar. It's actually called the bar, okay? Because yeah. I know who he's talking about in Brownsville, Texas. So I know, Scarlet Rose, I saw you like, the bar? What bar? What's the name of the bar? It's called the bar. That's the name of the bar.
So usually we do this question that we usually like to ask our interviewees throughout, I guess, every single season. We just bring it up. And that is, what do you like about the RGV and why?
I like it because we have the island here. I love to fish. So whenever I'm not DJing, I try and be out in the water. And then we also have Mexico, we can literally go to another country, de voladita. So that's pretty cool. I do like it here. It's a very centric place.
So the way he says he likes fishing. I mean, I want you to know I think you've been fishing with Agro?
I've gone with a couple of friends. I haven't gone with Agro. I've wanted to. He's always
Last time we talked to Agro, he was in the middle of the ocean, deep sea. Remember that? We had to
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
said he
You
caught a
guys
big
should
old
have like a
tuna.
fishing trip, like an all men fishing trip. Just like a bunch of DJs all together, just like puro fishing.
All right, all right. If there's no turntables, they won't go. Trust me.
Oh my gosh.
So let us know about your DJ Art. Let us know about your life. You married, children?
I have 2 kids. Arturo, he's 7, and then my daughter Liza, she's 4. And yeah, so pretty much I'm with them throughout the week, and then at night, you know, we're rocking a dance floor somewhere else, you know.
Wait, so
you go.
is he Arturo Jr. or are you Arturo
He's
Jr.?
actually
Like,
the third.
oh my gosh, so he's the third.
It's me, my dad Arturo Villalon, then I'm Junior, and then he's the third.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that's amazing.
We're starting with the numbers, huh?
Take pictures together and we will upload them, and like Los Tres Arturos.
I've seen the one with you and your son. You know,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And do they go to you with your events at times too, right?
Arturo likes to go every now and then to set up. Eliza, I don't really like taking her out there because the cases, you know, it's a little bit heavy, the stuff. But you know, we'll probably they're helping case.
No worries. Understandable. And in your variety of your music, you got a little bit of everything to play for everybody's flavor, right?
Yeah. I'm an open format DJ, so I play anything, hip hop, reggaeton, cumbias, guapango, guaracha, you know, the whole spectrum, the whole 9 yards. I mean, here in the Valley, we have such a wide variety of music that you have to listen to everything, you know, to do the events, and you're always learning new music. You know, someone always comes with something new that you haven't heard, and it works, you know.
What kind of genre of music do you like playing versus like everything else?
Well,
what's your favorite?
Yeah, what's your favorite? What do you like to play?
I like to do like the hip hop and reggaeton stuff a lot, but I really do enjoy. When I first started, what really got me into it was doing like the rave back in the day. So kind of like the electronic dance music. The thing is that when you go DJ to those places, the people have so much energy. Like they're right there in front of the, you know, like they're really into
it. Bam. Yep.
Headbang with you, and you feel that energy. You feed off that, and so that's really cool. You know, events like that. I did the Ice Cube. I was able to DJ at the Ice Cube concert, so that was pretty cool. That was also one of the experiences that was very much like that.
Nice.
Were you like, were you pretty excited? Like, how did that go about? Like, how did you know that you were like scheduled to do that concert?
It wasn't scheduled. It was
last minute.
Got myself into that one. So I was hired to go and install just the turntables and the mixer. So I go install them, and then the second act, his DJ didn't show up. I don't know why. So they're all talking amongst there, seeing if they could have one of their DJs play this guy's music. And they're just like going back and forth, and it seemed they were coming to an agreement. So I walked up to the turntables and I said, "Put me in, coach. I'll drop some music for y'all." And they all kind of ignored me at first.
Oh no.
Yeah.
They're all like, "You're just a roadie."
Like I did my little walk of shame, and one of the roadies there heard me, and so he started talking to me, and I guess it kind of eavesdropped. And then when I was getting off the stage again, the manager came up to me. He was like, "Hey, are you serious about what you just said?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, go get your laptop. You have 30 minutes to play, and then you're gonna have to play Messiah Ways is the guy that I opened up for the second night." And so that was a really, really cool experience.
Oh my gosh.
Cool.
Did you already like was that your first time experience of having like something like that big, or has there been like other experiences? Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Oh my gosh.
That is so cool. They say and again, ladies and gentlemen out there watching and listening and stuff like that, it's just the talent. I mean, you've got the talent, you will be recognized. And you see how the way it happened. DJ Art was up here. All he did was move a little bit of stuff there, and he was told him, "No, you're good." They got him off the stage, but then they brought him right back in. It happens. It happens. It's
Yeah,
just like when you get that one chance, you take that one chance. Don't let it drop.
Oh, going
mhm.
into like the way you started also, were you by any chance like already knowledgeable about how to DJ, or did you kind of learn as you go?
I learned as I learned as I went. The first 2 years, I would buy mix CDs because I didn't know what I was doing. I had a real hard time learning genres. I remember because I was a big hip hop head when I was a kid,
Mhm.
younger. This got imposed in me. I had to learn what a cumbia and a huapango and a norteño and regional and a chotis was, and that was like I didn't know what the hell what that was. So I was like, man, like I was in real trouble. So I would buy mix CDs, and so then with time I started learning the differences, and it wasn't until I started renting equipment to a crew called the High Rollers, and that they were the ones that would do the raves, and that was like in around 2009 when I started seeing people mix for the first time. I had never networked with other DJs until then. So once I started seeing them, I was like, hey, I think I can do this, and that's when I started to learn how to DJ.
What's it
It's
called?
like a
So
Cinderella story.
yeah, it's like you just put on the glass slipper. He's like, okay, well, I'm ready to go.
Yep. And you got only till midnight, so you better make it back before then.
Yeah.
So how was your first like ever event? Do you remember that or no?
Oh, I get it. It was horrible.
That good, huh? That showed right there that you got real talent right there.
It was horrible, man. My sisters, they pitched in, bought me my first system, and it was a graduation party, and they got me the system, and 3 days later was my first gig,
Wow.
and it was in the CD era, so there was laptops, it's all CDs. I had no CDs. I wasn't prepared for an open format gig. And then my sister Julie, which I love her to death, she's awesome, but she gives me all her CDs. But the way she would burn her CDs, she would put like one reggaeton, one cumbia, one huapango, and like everything was it wasn't prepared for like to perform. And I didn't know what the cumbias were, so I remember that the dad of the of the graduation party, the dad, he was like, put a cumbia on, and he was getting a little bit frustrated because I didn't know what a cumbia was. I was like, is it that one? No, 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 no. Until some Selena came on, and then that day I learned what a cumbia was because I actually know how to dance, and so then I started dancing the cumbia, and I'm like, okay, es este pasito. So any song que entre este pasito es una cumbia,
Mhm.
and that's how it started clicking in my head. All that.
Yeah, it is pretty like hard whenever you get into like DJing for the first time, because I know I did it for about like 2 years and then I quit because I was like, you know what, I it's too much for me at this point. I'm going to school. I can't deal with this stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty hard when you get to know a lot of like the Tejano music scene. It's just like there's so many things you have to put into play, and then like people are really picky también, so it's like, oh no.
Yeah,
And there are some people that where we've done quinceañeras and weddings and stuff like that, even house parties, where people will come out and say, that's what I'm talking about. People will come out and say, hey, not that cumbia, play another song. That's not the right one, and it's a cumbia song, but it's not the cumbia or speed and style that they want. So you got to right away find another one to appease them and make them happy and stuff, and
Mhm.
it happens. It happens. But you know what? Hey, that's the experiences. That's the way we learn,
yeah.
and you just keep doing what you're doing and keep going. You also MC, right, Art?
Yes, I MC English and Spanish, so I MC at all my quinces and weddings. I'll ask the customer if they want me to MC English or Spanish, and that's one of the things that has helped me out a lot. Also, like in the island when I get the gigs over there, it's always MC English, so that's cool.
When DJing, what has been like your most memorable event so far?
I mean, I've done a lot of events. There was one event that I got hired. They hired us at my sister's venue from 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. and it was a small family. Uh, but man, those people couldn't. They knew how to have a good time. Let's just say that.
Those people know how to party. So that was your most memorable event.
I mean,
One of
it
many.
was that it was 13 hours. That's what
Oh
kind of
my
sticks.
gosh, 13
With
hours?
13
Man.
hours standing, going at it, just DJing, and it was very exhausting. So for me, that was one that was sticks there. And plus, I mean, really the one that most memorable would be the Ice Cube one. That
Mm-hmm.
one. It
Ice
really.
Cube one, yeah. I was also about to say Ice Cube one. Did you get to meet Ice Cube?
I didn't. I didn't. Got us off stage when he came on. I got to meet uh Be Real, the singer of Cypress Hill. His performance. I guess because I was backstage when he was performing, it was insane. I mean, it was awesome. The way you see the crowd response to him was beautiful.
Well,
And
one
how
of
is
these
it?
days, crowds are gonna be like that for us. You watch, man. You watch. It's already happening little by little, but it's gonna happen. I can see it. And by us doing this interview with you today and letting people know that you're out there and you're a mobile DJ and you're a DJ of all genres, you're an open format DJ, and you're ready to go rock and roll, MC, DJ, the whole 9 yards. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to make sure we get people to call you guys and set up those venues at your sister's places. What is the name of the salones you all have over there?
So those venues, they're no longer in existence.
Oh,
With COVID, that kind of went. It affected us a lot. Um, Although I do work with some venues in Harlingen,
mhm.
Paso Real Hall. I work with them. I've been with them since 2018. And one of the cool things about their Paso Real Hall is they have Paso Real Hall, La Bella Mansión, and then Casa de Fiestas, and now Jackson Square also. So it's 4 venues, and I work really closely with them. They're great. The owners, Dani Tiscareño. She's also a very talented singer. Um, and yeah, she's also really, really, really cool person. She's also really, really talented singer. She's into the music as well.
Yeah, I know who those people are very well. As a matter of fact, even DDS knows who they are because we've done a lot of venues there. That people who get married to quinceañeras and stuff, of course,
Hmm.
take over. They call and they want that. But I did not know they had gotten the Jackson Square venue. That's so cool because that's just right downtown Harlingen right there, and it's busy all the time.
It's very beautiful. I had never been to that venue until they got it, and when I saw it, checked it out. It was very, very nice.
Real nice, real nice.
Mhm.
Right down the corner on Jackson Street.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Right.
that's why it's called Jackson Square.
So, how did you transition from your old job to DJing? Because I know you got forced into it, but how was that transition for you? Was it like very hard? Did you have to like were you self-employed or were you like with somebody?
No, I was working. When I went full time DJ, the last insurance agency I was at, it was Allstate
Hmm.
with Rafael, and they're great. I insure all my vehicles with them, and so what was going on is that I had a lot of mobile events happening, and with the coordination and stuff, there's a lot of um, time that needs to be spent with customers during the week to go ahead and do the itineraries or shop for the stuff that we need for the events. So little by little, the mobile events started asking for more of my time, and so I went part time. And when I went part time, it just kind of didn't make sense for me to stay there because I was working 20 hours a week, and the check wasn't like it didn't make sense for me to stay there anymore.
Yeah.
So I went full time DJing, and when I did that, it just kind of it helped it grow a lot more.
Hmm.
I never looked back. I said buy insurance. I even let my I I don't see myself doing anything else. This is it.
So we can honestly say that's it. You're hooked on this, and this is going to be the bread and butter from here on out.
I mean, he's already been there for like what, 15 years of DJing?
15 and 5 time, and it's very rare when I have a Saturday off.
Spend your Saturdays just like partying, might as
No,
well. Oh,
no,
really?
I do the quinces and weddings. So one of the things with the quinces and weddings, it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
You got to, then you got to perform. You got to tear down. So a day for me, like on a Saturday, if I have to set up the day off, I'll wake up at 7 in the morning. Be on the road by 8:30. Be at the venue at 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m. latest. Set up, be out of there at 1 p.m. And then I have like a 4-hour window because I have to be there by 6. So
Mm-hmm.
in those 4, I have to feed myself, drop the guys off to help me pick them up after they get dressed, and then rush back. So in those 4 hours, we're like this, like you're you're running, you're running through it. You're trying to beat a timeline, and then you get there at 6. The event finishes at 12. They're having an awesome time. Hora extra, it ends at 1. And then you have to tear down. So by the time you get home, it's 2, 3 in the morning. It's an all-day thing. The mobile
Sometimes
gigs
it can be even 4 o'clock. Did they ever tell you to stay a little bit later? You charge an extra hour or 2 hours?
yeah, I will. You know, 2, 3 hours on the houses. I don't really like doing house parties. I'll only do venues. For security reasons. There's uh an establishment and other staff there versus when you're at a stranger's house. But yeah, we'll do the extra hours, and yeah, like it's an all day thing. It never clicked on my head. One of the guys that helps me, he's like, sometimes we'll work 20 hours straight, Art, and I'm like, wow, I had never looked at it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you do 20 hours straight, of course you take care of your people, right?
No, of course. Yeah.
Nice. You know what, Scarlet Rose? I don't know why, but right away, as soon as I saw him when he turned his head, he said, "Oh yeah, of course, of course." He reminded me of Lucky Joe. Lucky Joe.
Yeah.
Keto.
Yeah,
I don't.
yeah. We had I talked to him a while back, see how he was doing and stuff, just to catch up with people and stuff. And just right now, when you did that little turn, you looked around like, wait a minute, that looks like Lucky Joe's. You sure you're not Lucky Joe? Yeah, but no, you're not.
It's his twin.
That's good. It's his twin, right? There
It's
you
his
go.
long lost twin. Except one's doing music, the other one. Well, I guess they're both doing music.
Right? Yeah. So one sings and the other one's a DJ.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's
Do you know
funny.
how to play the accordion?
No.
Okay, yeah, no, it's not Lucky Joe.
I used to play the French horn and the
French horn. Do you even know how to speak French?
No, nope. Rudy.
No.
Oh no.
When do you DJ at the bar?
Wednesdays and Fridays.
Wednesdays and Fridays. Okay, so Wednesdays and Fridays for sure we can catch you at the bar.
Yes.
From what time to what time? Are you the only like house or are you the house DJ for those days?
Yes, it's just me on Wednesday and on Friday as well. On Thursdays and Saturdays they have DJ Cool, and then Mondays Danny, he has karaoke night there, and Tuesdays he has country night. Country night is very, very popular night there as well.
Yes, of course. Everybody loves to dance country, the two-stepping and everything, real nice. And I love to watch people dance like that. I mean, me myself, I can dance, but I can't dance like the way some of them do, where they're turning them around and going this way and then going that way. It's country, but it also looks like it's Mexican, like the Tejano style. You know what I mean? But it's not. I mean, even though it does look the same, it's just isn't. Just different rhythms and different beats. Real nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna have to go check you out on a Wednesday or Friday, see what's going on. Just go say hi and everything. I haven't been to the bar in a long time. Well, the bar, the bar. Okay.
You're making yourself sound like an alcoholic, Rudy.
Right? I know, right? But that's
I
okay.
like to have a stage, so that's pretty cool.
They have a stage, yeah. It's like elevated. You're looking down at the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Beautiful. And do you have any upcoming events coming up?
Well, this coming Saturday I have 2 quinces, so I got to prepare for that. And the cool thing about it is that they're there at Paso Real, so I'll go set up during the week, and that way the day of it's not hectic. I just show up.
Mm-hmm. I got one more question before we leave, and that is, what do you like about being a DJ compared to like having to do anything else?
Well, I'll give one example. My phone calls. The difference in how people answer the call has changed. When I used to sell insurance, it was like, oh, it's the insurance guy. Get it? You know, he's gonna raise my rate, something, right? And when I give them a call now, they're like, "Hey, what's up, Art?" You know, they're excited to get my call. So it's very cool seeing that from people. You know that they're paying for something and they love it, and you know it's always a good time and good vibes with my customers and the people I work with.
Mm-hmm.
Just to let you know, Miss Scarlett Rose, that I've done a couple of events for DJ Art.
Oh,
And
really?
you know, yeah, it's been real nice and stuff like that. Of course, he is a good guy and everything. He does have a great setup as well. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls out there, if y'all need a house DJ or you need a DJ, you need quinceañera was whatever, Mr. DJ Art, is there any way people can get a hold of you?
Yes, they can definitely reach me on Facebook. We have the Facebook page, Premium Events, and so there they'll be able to see all the customer reviews. And I have also their videos of previous events, so they'll be able to see all my work and stuff. And then also my personal Facebook, Arturo DJ Art, and that way they can find me there as well.
Okay, so remember, it's Arturo DJ Art. There is a DJ Art RGV, which is a totally different person. There are a lot of other DJ Arts too, but yours is under Arturo DJ Art, right?
Correct.
Okay. Any other platforms? Instagram, TikTok, anything?
No, just that. Someone always needs a DJ, and then if they know you, they'll refer you. You know.
Any shout outs?
Shout out to Danny from the bar. Shout out to Daniela Tiscareño from Paso Real. And shout out to the South Texas Cutters. I'm a South Texas Cutter. It's a scratch crew from McAllen, Texas. And so they've given me a lot of inspiration to do what I do the way I do it now, which is I like to scratch and practice more.
That's just the way DJ Art is. He's very humble. He's very, he likes to keep to himself a lot, but he's got a family too. So that's a great thing. I know that your kids are wonderfully happy to have you there all now, because now you're like I can't say you're a daddy stay home, because you really don't stay home. You do have to run around and do things and everything, but at least you're there, and that's the good thing about it. Anybody can have kids, but it takes a real man to stick around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to send out a big old shout out to all you beautiful people out there that are listening to us and watching us. And of course, a big old shout out to DJ Art. Thank you very much for doing the interview with us, and we really appreciate it. And I'm really thankful that I'm able to let people see who you are and how the way you do your things, and we can reach out to you if we need you for any kind of DJing events. And of course, to my co-host, the ever lovely, beautiful, long-haired Miss Scarlett Rose. There, her hair's getting longer. Look at it. She does that on purpose to put on the silent face. That's real nice. And of course, a big old shout out to my two beautiful girls, Dreda D, Darlin Dre, and my grandson Carson Dean. The little boy's getting bigger and bigger, taller and taller. I'm gonna have to send you a picture of him, his school pictures, the new one. You're gonna love it. He looks so cute. I love that little boy. And a big old shout out once again to Mr. Joe Martinez. Thank you also, Mr. Martinez. Mm-hmm. And to all you beautiful people once again. And there you go, Miss Scarlett Rose, your turn.
All right. If you guys like to check us out or learn more about what we do on our show, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Facebook and Instagram is just RGV Rocks, and Twitter is Rocks RGV. Once again, Facebook and Instagram, RGV Rocks, and Twitter is Rocks RGV. For everybody that's listening in, I want to give a big old shout out to everybody listening to KCYP, as well as DJ Art. Thank you so much. And as well as my co-host, Rock and Rudy. So for anybody that is watching, thank you for listening to our humble little show. We'll be here next time on KCYP 97.7 FMLP, The City. See ya!